Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Florida State's return team didn't help matters out much there. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
The offense starts with a short field. Wide out in motion. They'll go to the ground. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mack. Quick strike complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tide with the 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking for the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Woodard or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Quick completion on the out. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, running back on the move. He's there to make the stop. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Mack. Pressure coming. Escapes the sack. Takes the easy completion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. And he's still running after the move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen, and they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Noles are in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stuck. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He'll set up to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It is good! So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Lowers those pads. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Alabama offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Oh, he makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They're going to throw it again. He lets it fly. Snags it. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 39 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward in the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When you're undefeated league champ.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's Mendoza. Feeling some heat. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Noles! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The inside handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Wiggles free. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Tide will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
That's caught. It's Young. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Touchdown Tide! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is over. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Florida State Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right down the middle. Intercepted. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only do they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. He's got his man. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Lucas. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Mack. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're bringing heat. Caught over the middle. It's Lucas. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Lucas. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Shakes off the defender. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Turns it loose. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A first down for the offense. Gets it out fast. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Red Hawks of Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown Seminoles! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the catch, it's Young. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Splits the uprights, it's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. From the gun, running back gets to give. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Coming after it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Makes a grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Noles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. He was so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'll throw it from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Offense set on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quick strike complete. Oh, the Houdini right moves get it to the 22. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you, catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
From the gun, the ground game. Sweet cut there. Tackled, but he has a first down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Sends it downfield. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Touch pass on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Getting some heat. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. The completion well past the sticks. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Lucas. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Going up top on first down. Got him downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Pocket starts to collapse. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. He finds his man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pulls it in. It's Adams. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this off.
Makes the grab on the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Finds his man. It's Lucas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The Seminoles have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On the run, it's Young. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown time.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Mack. Gonna let it fly. Snags it down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now improvising. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Quarterback empties his backfield. Comes out throwing on first down. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. You got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's looking for a man on second down. And